Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm bringing you a brand new video, and it is also a video that will kick off a brand new series that I've decided to work on, and it's called The Best Albums of. Also, best albums of each year. So with this series, I'll be giving you a list of albums from each year. Everything from rock to alternative to rap, pop, country, you name it. Yeah, it'll be mentioned here. So I figured it would be appropriate to start with the year 2001, since it is the 25th anniversary of 9/11. So before I start this video, let's have a moment of silence for the victims of 9/11 and everyone who passed away that day. So, get that out of the way, and after remembering the victims of 9/11, let's get started with this video. So down in the comments below, let me know your favorite albums from the year 2001, and let's begin. At number 1, I always mess this band's name up, so forgive me if I do, but the first band up is Chimaira, and their album Pass Out of Existence, their debut from 2001. I think it's a very underrated new metal album, and it should be given more attention and more credit for what it was able to do when it came out. Number 2, Slipknot, Iowa. This is Slipknot's biggest album. This is the album that broke them, and this is arguably one of my favorite Slipknot albums, if not my favorite Slipknot album. Number 3, we have Tool, Lateralis. Now, Tool doesn't have a bad album in their discography. I think they're all really good. But Lateralis might be my third favorite Tool album. In front of those would be Self-Titled and Fear Inoculum, maybe. I thought Tool's recent album was pretty good. Number 4, System of a Down, Toxicity. Really great album. Not a single weak track on it. I would say it's damn near a perfect album. Number 5 is Rob Zombie, Sinister Urge. Now, when it comes to Rob Zombie, with both his solo albums and his former band White Zombie, I always thought Rob solo was better, and I still stand by that. Number 6, Puddle of Mudd, Come Clean. And I know that a lot of people don't really like Puddle of Mudd. They think they're a one-hit wonder. I can understand that argument, but me personally, I've always loved Puddle of Mudd, especially their first few albums. But I still think Come Clean is their best. Number 7, Fear Factory, Digimortal. This is where they started to experiment more with new metal and kind of start riding that wave of music. And it was also the album that got me into Fear Factory in the first place. Number 8, Sevendust, Animosity. Really great album. And Sevendust is another band that has never released a bad album, in my opinion. But Animosity, it's pretty high up there in my ranking if I were to rank Sevendust's discography. Number 9, Drowning Pool, Sinner. Of course, this is the band's biggest album. It had the band's biggest hit on it, Bodies, and it featured Dave Williams. May he rest in peace. I still think to this day that Drowning Pool should have quit after Dave passed away. But, however, over the years, I do like some songs from other eras of Drowning Pool, but I still think Sinner is the band's best album. Number 10, that's where we are on the list. Number 10 is Nickelback, Silver Side Up. This, of course, is the album that broke them with their biggest hit to date, How You Remind Me. I love Nickelback. I've seen them live. I think they put on a great show. I know they have a lot of haters. I know they also have a loyal fan base, but recently, over the years, I've seen people kind of come around and change their mind about Nickelback, which I think is nice, because I know for years Nickelback was the punching bag in rock and everyone's favorite butt rock joke, and so, yeah, it's nice to see Nickelback finally get the credit they deserve. Number 11, Kitty, with their album Oracle. Really underrated new metal band. I think they're really good. Spit is my personal favorite Kitty album, but Oracle is a close second. Number 12, Static X with Machine. I think this album is better, hands down, than Wisconsin Death Trip. I'm sure I'm going to get some looks for that, but I don't really care. Number 13, Crowbar with Sonic XS in its purest form. Crowbar is a band that I got into, I think, earlier this year. I think they're really good. I think they make some great groove metal. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're a groove metal band. But they're really good. Number 14, Ozzy Osbourne with Down to Earth. May Ozzy rest in peace. He passed away earlier this year, and I still can't believe he's gone. The world of rock and metal really took a hit when Ozzy passed away, and that was a very, very difficult day for a lot of us. We miss you, Ozzy. Number 15, Michael Jackson with Invincible. Now, this album does have my favorite Michael Jackson song, 2000 Watts. I think that's Michael Jackson's best song. But it's a very good album through and through, from beginning to end. Number 16, Incubus with Morning View. I know this is a lot of fans' favorite album, and rightfully so. I think it's their best. I'm sure a lot of fans will agree with me on that. Number 17, 311 from Chaos. I think this album is kind of underrated. I think it's pretty good. Number 18, Usher with 8701. I was a big Usher fan as a kid. And when I was first getting into R&B and hip-hop music, Usher was one of my gateway artists into those genres. So 8701 has a special place in my heart. Number 19, Weezer with the Green Album. Number 20, Vision of Disorder, from Bliss to Devastation. Number 21, Machine Head with Supercharger. I think this album's kind of underrated. compared to the band's first 3 albums. I think Burning Red kind of overshadows it a little bit, but I think Supercharger has some good songs. Number 22, Alice Cooper with Dragontown. I think this is his best album, and it's my personal favorite album, so I am a little bit biased when I say that. Number 23, I'm going to get some looks for this one. Creed with Weathered. This album has some of Creed's biggest songs on it. It also has 2 of my favorite Creed songs of all time on it. Weathered, the title track from the album, and My Sacrifice. Moving on to the last few here. Number 24, Kid Rock with this album, Cocky. I know a lot of people don't like him either, but I think he's fun. I think his music's a lot of fun to listen to. It's great party music. So, yeah. Number 25, Default with the album The Fallout from 2001. I don't know what happened to Default. I know the lead singer is doing country music right now. I don't know if he's still doing that, but I really wish Default would come back. I think they're a pretty underrated band. I think they, or underrated band, excuse me. And they had some good songs back in the day. So to see Default return one day, I think that would be not a bad idea. Number 26, George Strait, The Road Less Traveled. This album has some of my favorite George Strait songs. And Run is probably my all-time favorite George Strait song, if I'm being honest. Number 27, Godhead, 2,000 Years of Human Error. This album, I believe, was produced by Marilyn Manson. And, you know, Godhead has some good songs, man. It's kind of a shame that they kind of fell by the wayside and got forgotten about, but I think they're pretty underrated. I think their sound is pretty cool, and they got some pretty catchy songs. Number 28, Dope, with their album Life. This is the album that started it all for me as a Dope fan. Of course, this has their biggest song, Die Motherfucker Die. And, yeah, Dope is awesome, man. And number 29, last but not least, I'm actually going to go see Stained for the second time. Because I've seen them once already, and they're one of my favorite bands of all time. So, of course, I had to throw them on the list. Number 29, Stained with Break the Cycle, one of my all-time favorite albums. I mean, Fade, It's Been a While, Waste, just so many great songs on that record, and it's one of my all-time favorite albums for a reason. That album got me through high school and just got me through a lot of bullshit in life, and yeah, one of my soundtrack to life albums for fucking sure. So that's my list, guys. See you guys in the next one. Rock on.